I don't do sports ball. I don't watch sports ball. I don't play sports ball. I couldn't tell you the names of any teams. The only sport I legitimately like is flat track roller derby. Um, but the other day in my feed, I saw some sports ball, the Bucks team, Bucks. Anyway, the coach for the Bucks said something in a press conference. I'm so sorry, I don't know his name. I could not tell you what kind of sports ball he coaches. Football? Basketball? I did play basketball. I was a forward, but I'm sorry. I married somebody who played college football and I have never seen him play. Anyway, I was really struck by what this coach said. Honestly, it's not even what he had to say, it's the fact that he chose to say it.
I don't want to get political, but I am. And this one is not political. It's the SNAP programs around the country, and especially in Wisconsin, because that's where I'm at right now, are going to get delayed. And this is for Republicans and Democrats. We're talking about kids not getting food, and that should never happen. I don't want to hear about people who are cheating the program and all that crap. A 6-year-old, 7-year-old kid is cheating nothing, and we are going to cheat the kids if we don't take care of this. And our Republicans and Democratic senators and in the government have not done their jobs. And so the problem is the kids have to pay, and that's ridiculous, right? I think everyone, there's food banks, there's all kinds of places we can donate money. We should. I can tell you that. I'm telling my players to. I'm asking everyone to. And this should not be a political thing. This should not be about being a Republican or a Democrat right now. This is about our kids. And finally on that, truancy and hunger are the two biggest issues for kids learning in school. Literally. They have proven that a kid can be in the worst area in the world, literally the worst area. But if he can just get to school and eat, he can learn. And so we have to make sure that we feed our kids. And we can drop all the other stuff, figure it out all later, but we got to feed our kids. So this, I hope, you guys get out there and pass that message on.
What struck me about this speech in particular was the fact that this is a man using his platform to advocate for what he knows is right, to speak out against injustice and for the most vulnerable, for children who are being starved by this regime, who are going hungry because of this regime. At the time that I'm filming this, the Supreme Court has put an emergency, I believe 48-hour stay on a judge's order from earlier today demanding the release of SNAP funds. Children are going hungry because the Republicans are playing games, because Donald Trump is choosing to withhold those funds. No president in the history of our country has ever withheld SNAP benefits, has ever withheld food aid from his own citizens the way that Donald Trump is doing. But what really, really struck me about what this coach did was the fact that he had a massive platform where he was expected to talk about sports ball. He was sitting there and he was like, I have an audience. I have these journalists. They're going to broadcast whatever I say to a huge number of people. I have an obligation to use this moment, to use this platform, to use this chance, to speak out for justice, to speak out for what is right. He didn't have to do that, right? His conscience compelled him. His humanity compelled him. And watching that, I was just thinking, like, everybody who has a platform, you need to be using it right now. No matter who you are, if you have an audience, if you have a privilege, if you have the resource of having a platform and being able to reach people, you need to be reaching them. They're so far beyond the I don't do politics, I can't wade in. This isn't the role of my platform. I just do baking videos, or I just do book reviews or whatever. Babe, a year ago, I was talking to people about harvesting pawpaws and persimmons in their garden. I was telling people how to prune their hardy kiwi vines, how to winterize your beehives, how to go hunting for chanterelles in the forest, what it's like raising turkeys for the table in your backyard in the city. I don't talk about any of that right now because I recognize that I have a platform and I need to be using it to fight for democracy. At the time that I started doing that, I was like, well, I don't have money. I can't be out there protesting in person. I'm not sure what to do, so I'm going to use the resources at my disposal. Do I think people need to completely transform their platform or take every second of every day to be advocating for democracy? No, I realize that's not realistic. If your TikTok is like dedicated to the Bronte sisters or, paleontology or something, yeah, I expect you will still be doing your work. But you have a platform, you have an audience, you have a position of privilege. And I think we saw that from this coach. He recognized that he had a chance to use the resources at his disposal to do good. And I think we saw the same thing from Billie Eilish the other day when she got that Wall Street Journal magazine award. She stood up there and was like, why are y'all billionaires? Give away your money. Things are really difficult right now. Why are you hoarding money? Give your money away. She didn't have to do that, but she saw the moment and was like, hey, I'm going to view my chance here to have a captive audience of Mark Zuckerberg and whoever else in the press. I'm going to view this podium that I'm standing behind, the cameras that are in front of me, as a resource. In permaculture, we try to say that nothing is a waste, right? Everything is a resource. When we look at life through a permaculture lens, we're constantly thinking, like, how is that a resource that I can harness to improve my system, my circumstances, heal the environment, heal my relationship with the environment, increase my yields? Like, how can I use everything as a resource for good? I really want to encourage folks, pressure folks a lot bit. If you've got a platform, you have to do that. If there's any way that I can nudge you, urge you, encourage you to view your platform, the audience that you reach, as resources that you can use to fight for justice, to help defend lives and end suffering, to help protect innocent people, and work to restore our democracy and save this country from sliding into fascism, like, however I can urge you to do that, please, please, please do that. Even if you're somebody who's just posting on your social media, like, what if your audience is just, like your high school friends on Facebook, or who's your aunt and cousins? Then that's a resource. That's an opportunity for you. Reach those people. Measured doses, right? You got to read the room. You got to think about what would be effective messaging. There is evaluating, like, how is this message going to be received? What's the best way I can deliver it? How can I optimize my use of this moment in time, this resource of a platform and an audience, for maximum impact for good? I think there are people making midnight snacks in the kitchen. Anyway, how can we utilize, I got to go to bed, it's really late, I have my Congresswoman's town hall in the morning. Anyway, how can we maximize the use of the platform that we have to do the most good? How can we see this as a resource? We may not have financial resources. We may not physically be able to go down and protest. There may be skills and time, resources that, like, we just don't have to give to the resistance. But damn, y'all, we've got a platform. We've got a reach. Some of us may reach a couple dozen people, and some of us may reach hundreds of thousands. Particularly if you are an influencer with a massive platform. If you're a celebrity. I was talking to my kid the other day. Folks know that I have an undying love for Fall Out Boy. The regime is particularly targeting Portland, Oregon, and Chicago, Illinois. 2 cities. Like, fucking Andy, you live outside Portland. Pete, Patrick, Joe, Chicago. What are y'all doing not using your platform to advocate for these 2 cities? Y'all start supporting the Spotify boycott. ICE is targeting Chicago and Portland. Y'all have tremendous affection for, live in Chicago and Portland. Spotify is running ICE recruitment ads. Your music plays on Spotify. My boys, our whole family loves you. I am in the top 1% of Fall Out Boy listeners on Spotify every year. You have tremendous reach, a huge platform, a massive audience, a connection to Portland, a connection to Chicago. Could you join the Spotify boycott? Could you use your position to pressure Spotify to stop running ICE ads? That's a small ask. That's something you can do. Okay, when I started this video, I didn't realize I was going to make a plea to Pete, Patrick, Joe, and Andy, but there it is. That's what happened. Anyway, for any of us, what can we do to use our platforms? As the regime is trying to control more and more of media, we have to find alternate ways to get the truth out, to advocate for what we know is right. If you have a large platform, you need to be using it. If you follow somebody who has a large platform, how can you nudge them, encourage them to use the tremendous resource of having an audience, of having cultivated a platform? How can we lend our platforms to the resistance? Because I think we all have to right now.